Hello, I'm Jenna. I am thrilled for this video because tomorrow starts the month of Zine Month 2022. Really, the goal is to replace Zine Quest, which happened annually, and it was through Kickstarter, but that got screwed up, and I'm not going to explain all about that. If you want to, you can look online, there's more information there. But the whole point is the people who make RPG didn't know what to do, so they decided to go ahead, take matters into their own hand, work together, and set up Zine Month, which is awesome. So that's going to start tomorrow. So I'm really thrilled to explain about a few different amazing projects and things, kind of hype it up a bit. So a lot of those, like I said, will start tomorrow, and then some will start thereafter. So we'll keep posting on the website for Zine Month in the description, so you can look down there and look at all the different projects. I really wish I could cover everything, but that is impossible. Wish I could, but oh well, I just don't have the time. But I'm going to start with the first project, which is called Aberrant Reflections. And this is by directsunGames. So really cool. Aberrant Reflections really is a adventure-based game in a dungeon. So what it focuses on are puzzles and problem solving, instead of just going through and, fighting monsters. And really they were inspired by Zelda and also Metroidvania. So kind of old school games. Again, focus on problem solving and puzzles, trying to unlock things as you go through, trying to find important things. So that was kind of the inspiration for this, which I thought was really cool. And the design is kind of low prep, very system neutral. So you don't have to really prepare ahead for the session. You can just follow it. Plus, also being system neutral, that means that it can really match to any fantasy system that you want to use. It can really match to you, which is amazing. I really look forward to it because I was a big Zelda fan, so I was really curious as to, how they took that perspective and incorporated a puzzle-based dungeon game. Next is called The Bloodfields at Black Star Station. This is a mothership, battle royale, hex crawl, and also space station sort of game. And this was made by Christian Sorrell. So, very cool. Really, this is a low prep, meaning you don't need to prep ahead. And also it's heavy on fact tables. So roll and pick. And the goal is the players somehow got stuck on a space station. And there they have to survive through a, competition, a contest, like a battle royale. Kind of similar to Kill Games, Hunger Games, Squid Game, the famous Japanese movie Battle Royale, that sort of concept. But there's a little bit of a twist to this to fit the mothership, more sci-fi horror sort of game, which I thought was cool. So as you saw the different artwork, it's very 8-bit style, kind of retro feel to it. So I really thought that was a perfect fit for Mothership. So I really look forward to this one as well. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like and how it's going to run. Looking forward to that one. Next is called Party First Twilight War. It's very rule-light game for 2 to 7 players, and this was designed by a duo of Will Lentz and Brett Zeiler. So really this is kind of a supernatural and cosmic horror combined with people in the government, spies, conspiracies, that sort of thing. So really, this is a supplemental book for a system called Party First. So this is kind of an expansion world, goes a little bit more in depth with espionage, spies, and it plans on adding new classes, new plot hooks, a little bit more complicated conflicts, things like that. And it's 2 different adventures, so you can use that for this game. And it just gives a little bit more of a strong horror history with a lot of spies, politics involved, different countries, and also includes alternative history twist. Kind of makes sense, more of the supernatural aspect. So that makes sense that it all kind of mixed together, which I thought I was kind of curious about. Again, it's very rule light, uses a D6 system, which I really enjoy that system. That's something I like. So one thing that I thought was really cool is it provides a main book for Party First. It's available as an add-on. So if you haven't actually played that, which I had not personally played that before, I thought that was really cool that you could buy that and add it on to this supplemental book as well. Next is The House Always Wins. Again, a mothership adventure written by Tim Obermúeller. And this is about an event that it got promoted, everyone is very interested, and the player ends up deciding to go to this house or this place, and you have to try to survive and avoid being murdered by the other people there. You have to go through different rooms, different places, and the last person to survive will win the prize. Personally, I thought this was really unique, especially because of the artwork. The aesthetics were really different than what you typically see in a mothership sort of game. It's usually sci fi, horror, dark monsters, or kind of an 8-bit retro feel. This was really different, more of an Art Deco, Art Nouveau, kind of Great Gatsby sort of feel. Very fancy. So again, very different looking art, which really attracted me. I thought that was really nice, and I'm very curious to see something so different for Mothership. Honestly, I think that design, you can't go wrong with it. So I'm really looking forward to that. So, those are just some of the different projects that I'm really looking forward to and getting excited about for the month of February, which again starts tomorrow, Zine month. Super exciting. So, all of the different projects that I mentioned are not the only ones. There's tons more projects that are coming out. And we will be talking about more projects in my newsletter. So, if you haven't already subscribed, check that out. It'll be down in the description. With the issue, there'll be more different projects that I'll mention. So definitely take a look at Zine Month on the website. We will have all the different projects there that will launch in February. Most start tomorrow, but there will be some throughout the month of February, so keep checking back and seeing what new and exciting different projects are going to be there. It's really important for us to support independent designers and artists. They give so much, and there's just such great content and such great variety in systems. I highly recommend that you check that out and give some support if you can. Take a look, they're really awesome. So, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Go ahead and follow me. You can subscribe on different platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of those. So give me a follow and keep watching out for some great content. And if you liked this video, and if you want to provide support in another way so I can continue giving great content, you can support me through Ko-Fi. That's where you can give me an any amount one-time tip, or you can do it monthly. Or if you want to, you can pay through commission. I do provide accessibility, content, and also I do writing as well. So take a look on there. If you want to partner up, you can get a hold of me. Another way that you can provide support is you can buy me a coffee. If you've watched me, you know I love coffee. So any amount would be great, and I can buy more coffee.